Welcome to Norway!
8 norsk-amerikanere I moderlandet for aller første gang. Målet å vinne et møte med sin norske slekt.
My heritage is important to me because I really believe it is part of who we are.
Underveis på den spektakulære reisen skal de konkurrere for å vise hvem som best klarer å tilpasse seg den norske hverdagen. Men hver uke må den som viser seg minst norsk pakke kofferten og reise hjem til Amerika.
I don't want to go home and I don't want anyone else to have to go home.
I forrige uke utforsket amerikanerne norsk populærkultur.
Slow TV, I'm having a hard time grasping the concept.
Denne uka skal de til Voss for å oppleve det norske lokalsamfunnet.
So we wandered down the mountain and we came to a farm. And then all of a sudden, Henrietta proceeds to pull out a sheep head. What the fuck?
Norsk-amerikanerne denne uka I Voss. Her skal de få oppleve lokalsamfunnets gleder.
Where the hell is that water coming from?
God put it there.
Seriously though, where the hell does it come from?
Can you do it though? The drive into Voss was so crazy, and we drove through these tunnels, and then every time we would get outside of a tunnel, it was like, it was just like breathtaking.
Oh.
So many times.
Guys, we're going way up. Way up.
We're so high right now, and there's still mountains above us.
Yep.
Driving up the steep hill was pretty nerve-wracking. There's a few times where like the bus driver had to like stop and pivot to get around stuff, and it was just so scary.
We are up.
Real high.
Look at this sheep. How can you? How could you just? That makes no sense. It's so gorgeous.
Norge et land kjent for sine vakre fjell og dype daler. Flott å se på, men også naturlige barrierer mellom lokalsamfunn. Og denne isolasjonen her, den har ført til at vi I Norge har utviklet helt unike lokalsamfunn med ulike dialekter og tradisjoner. Nordmenn elsker lokalsamfunnet sitt. Og selv om de fleste norske bygder ligger langt unna resten av verden, det ingen hindring for at innbyggerne stolt og oppfinnsomt markedsfører akkurat sin bygds fantastiske kvaliteter. Moreller spiller hovedrollen I Morellsteinsbyttefestivalen, som setter de fruktblomstrende Hardangerbygdene på kartet. Andre lokalsamfunn kan skilte med tradisjonsrike retter som pølse I vaffel, og både tørrfisk og råttenfisk har sine egne festivaler I Norge. Dialektene våre også en kilde til lokale fellesskap, og nordmenn elsker å diskutere hvor I landet vi snakker finest og styggest. En annen ting som har bidratt til å skape stolthet blant fjorder og fjell, den rike floraen av lokalaviser, som bidrar sterkt til at nordmenn blant verdens mest avislesende folk.
Yay! Wow!
Very cute town. Really cute.
When we got off the bus in Voss, we kind of looked around and we're like, okay, where do we go from here?
Do you guys want to explore a little bit?
Yeah. Taylor and I were kind of just following along, and we looked and we saw these newspapers.
It's Henrietta!
Oh,
Snap! Guys!
Shut up!
8 Norwegian Americans are visiting Voss this week.
Wow! You guys. Wait, turn to page 14!
we could read one of the storylines, and it was discussing our next challenge.
The Americans are in Voss to learn more about local communities in Norway.
In today's competition, she says they will learn that Norwegians are among the top in the world when it comes to reading newspapers. Probably because we have so many local publications, but maybe not that many news to put in them, she adds to the smile. In this competition, she says they're going to find out which stories to do make a local Norwegian newspaper. It was really cool to read about ourselves in the newspaper, and it was cool that we found out about the competition through the newspaper, so that was really cool.
I den første lagkonkurransen skal hvert lag oppsøke folk I Vossevågen for å få lokale historier som har stått på trykk. Deretter må de dikte opp egne historier og teste om det andre laget kan skille mellom hva som fleip og hva som fakta. Blått lag består av Hannah, Tess, Jake og David, mens Taylor, Adam, Kwansakari og Kelsey på rødt lag.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's a difference between asking younger and older people?
Yes, because the humor is going to change, and so if it's an older person, they're going to think that somebody baking cookies was funny.
Hi. How are you? Good. How are you? Great.
Okay, so we're on a kind of a mission here, and we're trying to find things in this region that have been kind of cool, funny, wacky.
Sjelden syn over Voss. A guy that was taking a photo of the sky and there was 6 airplanes going across.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, never happens.
That's really
And
random.
that made the newspaper,
With
the fact
6?
that he took a picture with 6 airplanes in the sky at one time. Wow.
That's really cool.
One guy saw 6 jet streams. He took a picture of it, and it got published. Front page, in fact.
Can you help me?
We were wondering, what is the funniest news story that is local that you have heard and read in the newspaper?
There was this man who was on a hike in the woods looking for berries, and he found a very big poop. It was about 20 centimeters long and 8 centimeters thick, and he wondered, who laid this poop?
So the whole story was he was confused as to where this poop came from.
Yeah.
What else made the news that day that this was so important?
I don't know.
Here, Norwegian stories, they're both mundane and incredibly bizarre stories. Just a tree falling somewhere is worth printing. Somebody yelling across the street to somebody else is worth printing because maybe their volume is too loud.
All right, what's the headline of this story?
Hvem har bæsja?
Hyttetyver. Stjal 100 liter dritt. Yeah. That's great. Yeah, they stole a septic tank.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
My preconceived notion was that Norwegian news was going to be just generic and boring, like slow TV. I thought that newspaper would be sort of like that, but there's some pretty funny stories.
Rødt lag har fått god kontakt med lokalbefolkningen, men det ikke alltid like lett å skjønne hva de prøver å fortelle. En historie om for eksempel en avlshingst kan fort by på misforståelser.
Yeah, I have one. I say it in Norwegian.
Okay.
Avlshingst. Løp med hele stasen ute, traff kvist og hovnet opp. He was running with his contraptions out, and he was hit by a twig and swallowed that.
He swallowed what?
His very private part of
I think that the words that we kept getting mixed up were like swollen is swallowed.
I only had one image in my head, and that was a man choking on his own genitals from running too fast.
He was running. He was in a place where there was 26 horses of ladies.
Lady horses,
Yes.
okay.
And he had a duty to do. So he was going to. He had been there for 21 days.
Yeah.
And had a very good time, I believe.
A man for 21 days.
A man whore.
A man whore.
When he said what we thought was man whore, but he said man horse, he just forgot the s at the end of it. And that slight difference threw us off so much.
So there's places in Norway where there's horses and prostitutes?
Yeah, yes. That's,
And then he just kept doing this thing about... So we didn't know what the heck was going on.
And then he hit a twig.
Yeah.
And his part get hurt, and it swallowed up. So
Swell?
It swelled.
Oh, it got really large.
Yeah, and he was together with 26 ladies.
26 ladies!
Boss ladies, huh? And he had a very good time for 21 days.
Oh.
But very busy.
Oh, it's a story about a stallion.
Yeah!
Yes.
Not a man horse.
I think we have all that we need.
Tusen takk! Tusen takk!
Just a pleasure.
It was just all around one of the most confusing stories I've ever heard in my life. And to hear it from a Norwegian whose English was a little broken, it was rough for both parties. I think he got a good kick out of it, and the whole team was laughing pretty darn hard about it.
Etter at lagene har samlet og valgt ut 4 sanne lokale historier som har stått på trykk, må de nå dikte opp like mange falske historier I samme stil.
Let's do one about the Roos. We could do like some crazy obnoxious Roos story. So Roos kids,
Roos kids steal a family's lawn chair.
Okay.
Okay, I have something that is actually wondering about. Like 3-year-old caught a halibut that was really big or something. Something like it's just goofy. Yeah. Like who cares?
Lamb crosses street and causes traffic jam.
I like that one.
That's a good one.
Boom.
These four, I like these four.
Okay, I do too.
We should support what we've done.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
Let's settle with those for the fake ones.
I feel really confident in my team. I feel that we extracted some really good stories from people, some stories that seem almost unbelievable, actually. And I think that we came up with really good stories, too.
En tur till blålag.
Lagene skal nå prøve å lure hverandre. Hvert lag har fått 4 sanne og 4 oppdiktede historier som de skal presentere for hverandre. De får poeng om de gjetter at en historie er fleip eller fakta. Hello!
Hi!
How did the research go?
It was very interesting, to say the least. I am very confident in my team. We had a lot of fun doing this, and I always think having fun leads to success.
All right, guys, it's time to find out which one of you are the most convincing storytellers and who can tell the difference between newsworthy local story and a lie, or fleip eller fakta, as we say in Norway.
David's got that just impeccable poker face. I don't think it's going to be easy to break his defenses.
The telltale signs in the red team will be, we've got a couple people on that team who are so sweet and so innocent, I think lying would cause them to go up in flames.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, Team Red, you're first. Taylor.
Hvem har basaya? Who pooped? A man was out hiking and stumbled across a giant excrement. He thought possibly, was it from a honey badger?
When Taylor said, "Who pooped?" It was just so goofy. But after hearing so many stories today that were just ridiculous, it just made me feel like, okay, I believe it.
What's true? We believe that article was true.
Fakta.
Fakta.
Team Blue, it's your turn.
Jag tør stille 100 liter dritt. There were thieves that stole a septic tank, filling to the brim with shit.
That's the story about people stealing 100 liters of shit I thought was true. Because number 1, it was bizarre. And number 2, they need poop to fertilize their crops, so it kind of makes sense.
Taylor?
Fakta.
When the other team guessed correctly, it was just like, oh no, we didn't trick them.
Team Red?
Slow loose med stekepane. This man was hit in the face with a steak pan.
I don't know if it was just the way that Q delivered it or what it was. I just was like, that can't be real. Q would like not maintain eye contact, so anything he said, I just thought he was straight up lying.
Flip.
Fleip?
Fleip.
It was very nice to just sit back and enjoy their faces as they got things wrong.
Begravet Scott. An 83-year-old woman found a rare axe handle while gardening.
Fakta.
I was dancing joyfully inside when I knew that the other team had gotten a question incorrect.
Ku kriset vien skapa ku I trafiken. A cow escaped from its pasture and crossed the street and stopped traffic on E16 near Pfusa.
Fakta.
Jake?
Bestilte IPA fikk IFA. A local business owner orders IPA India Pale Ales and receives licorice instead.
Jake's story, it sounds like classic Jake. He obviously made that up. There's no way that that's a real story.
Flippe.
Fleip?
Flipe.
When the other team guessed wrong, you're laughing on the inside, like, we're good at this.
Rust shall gress klipped på sunte mai.
Fakta.
Se vår raven bor.
Some of them stories just seem too relatable to our journey so far. One of the challenges in one of the weeks was about foxes, so I thought that maybe that was at the forefront of their mind, and flight. Vindesrute passa ikke vindeskarmen. Family ordered a new front window and it was too small.
I don't know why, but in my mind, I feel like Adam made that question up. It just seemed too logical.
Fleip. Stor fisk, liten gutt. An 8-year-old local boy catches record-breaking halibut.
Fleip.
Man festet nesten et dogna på utedo. Fleipe.
Gewinnering ta NN2 ba om Viagra.
Factor.
All right. I have to say you were very convincing storytellers and good liars too. Surprisingly good. Are you ready for the results?
Yeah.
Only 2 points separated you. The winners of the first team competition is...
Say red team, say red team, please say red team.
Team Red!
Yes!
Good job, guys. Oh, good job, guys. Yeah, it was great. It was good.
Team Red, congratulations. You will get an advantage in the next team competition. And Team Blue, I'm sorry, but you did a very good job.
This just means we have to really bring our A game. Just find our best way to work together so we can just kick some butt at the next competition.
Etter en lang dag skal norsk-amerikanerne endelig få nyte litt god mat og drikke.
Look at the backyard. At a table, you guys. Look. You guys.
American beer.
It's fantastic.
Let's do a skull to how privileged we are to be eating dinner here in one of the most beautiful places that I've ever eaten dinner. It's just with an incredible, breathtaking backdrop. It's so beautiful.
Skål.
Cool.
To be with friends.
Yes.
Can anyone tell me why I would need this spoon?
Oh.
We thought we were finished, but then we saw there's a spoon at our place setting, and somebody said that must mean there's dessert, and of course our minds went, ice cream! No, we're not. That's not where we are. That's what we're doing. So a couple of the women went in. They came out with like a brown cheese made into like clumps, and it's in milk or something, kind of brownish milk.
Desserten som David nå prøver å beskrive, faktisk en melkebasert lokal spesialitet som heter raudravle.
I can't tell you what it is.
Is it a surprise or you just don't know?
No, I actually don't know. It kind of smells like cream. But that's the best description that I have.
You know what it kind of reminds me of is the reindeer moss.
If you're going to
soup
say
that we
something
had.
gross, I don't want to hear it.
Diarrhea soup?
Let's be adults about this. This is probably a family tradition.
It looks a little bit like a sponge.
It looks like tuna fish mixed in like
Would you like
liquefied
some?
mayonnaise.
Would you like some?
Yeah.
Poor David. Someone said that the arubadabra looked like diarrhea, because it's not a very pretty dish, to say the least.
What do you think it tastes like, Tess?
Let me taste it without any comments first.
Good luck with that.
I'll take.
Being the oldest and much more sophisticated and mature person on this venture, I do find some issues with my younger peers who seem to need to use biological descriptions of food items that simply make me want to hit them, and plus it just kind of gives me a queasy stomach. I am never eating with you people ever again, all right?
Etter pausen drar Hannah for å finne ut mer om sin norske slekt.
Ula slipped and fell down the mountain. Oh my gosh.
Og deltakerne lærer å lage en lokal delikatesse.
Maybe.
Who laid this poop?
Før pausen så vi at deltakerne samlet historier I Vossevangen.
So the whole story was he was confused as to where this poop came from.
Yeah.
Nå skal de 8 norsk-amerikanerne fortsette utforskingen av det norske lokalsamfunnet.
Maybe.
Ikke langt fra Voss ligger Ullensvang, stedet hvor Hannahs slekt har dype røtter. Hun på vei dit for å lære mer om hennes norske forfedre.
Finding the letter this morning was the best surprise. What I hope is that I will see bits of the picture that we have, you know, above our mantel place at home. And I cannot wait to see that in real life.
Maleriet som Hannahs familie har hjemme I USA av Tjoflåtgården slik den så ut da forfedrene dro til Norge. I dag det dessverre kun grunnmuren som står igjen.
Oh, this is where it stood? But it's still here. This is so cool. Look at this view. Like, this is what they saw. Dear Hannah, welcome to the Tjoflat farm. In 1870, your great-grandfather, Amund Tjoflat, was born here. Ullensvang, the village where Tjoflat is located, was, at this time, one of Western Norway's most important shipping villages. Throughout Amund's childhood and teens, he was accustomed to meeting people from all over Norway, even Europe, and hearing stories of what was beyond the horizon. His father, Guttorm, had 8 children. That is impressive. Amund was their second son and therefore not entitled to take over the family farm, as this was reserved for his older brother, Ula. Amund and his siblings grew up to be adventurous. One October day when Amund was 17 and his older brother Ula was 19. Ula went on one of his usual hikes around the farm. He went up to the mountain, the very peak you can currently see in front of you. That's crazy. That's right there. It wasn't the first time Ula had been on this trip, but the weather suddenly changed, and the stones beneath his feet got more and more slippery. Ula slipped and fell down the mountain. Oh my gosh. His death meant not only pain for the family, but also that Amund would now inherit the family farm. Oh, I didn't know that. But Amund had heard stories and read letters from across the North Atlantic Ocean, as with many young men. The lust for adventure and possibilities ran in his blood, along with curiosity for new people and unknown places. When Amund turned 21, his parents had to face another son leaving them as he left Tjoflat for a life-changing journey. On a warm day in July in 1891, Amund boarded a ship to Bergen that would take him to America. I think it's so cool to hear that Amund was an adventurer and explorer, because I mean I connect with that. Like, I'm definitely not fearless, but I want to understand and I want the world better around me. I want to know people and ask big questions, and I'm really happy that there are such explorers in my family. Not only did he carry with him the family name Tjoflat, but also the core values of what the name means and stands for. Cho in your name translates to people. And Tjoflat represents what we today consider the most important pillars of a free society, a democracy. Though the farm buildings today are in ruins, your family name and values still stand strong. It's so crazy. This is so much information. Oh man. Being here feels like this really grand story that I've been able to tell only from a distance. Now I feel like I'm able to tell this story because I've been here and I've seen it, and I've like touched the stone of the home that my family lived in, which is a really big deal because I don't think everybody has an opportunity like this to really get to see where they come from and why they're here.
Tilbake I Voss har deltakerne fått beskjed om å gå til Staup gård.
Oh, look at the little one. Oh, look at the little black one. So cute. Oh, the little lambs and sheep were so cute. And I even tried to sing to them. But I think I scared them away. I just loved them so much.
Tess started singing to the sheep, which was just such a surprise. It's like, where did this come from? No, I expected that to happen.
It was so cute walking up the hill and seeing these adorable little sheep, you know. It was like something out of a movie. It was beautiful. We get to spend the rest of the day up here just not doing anything but looking, right?
So we wandered down the mountain and we came to a farm, and then Henrietta was there, standing next to a bucket.
Welcome to Staup.
Thank you.
Is it beautiful here?
Yeah, it's stunning.
And this farm belongs to a local family that runs one of the most successful local businesses in Voss. And today you'll get to make this regional specialty from scratch. Okay? Listen carefully. Først stikk du hodet og legg deg på fatet. Flatsida ned, øynene opp skal min sann. Helst først på hodet, for kniven du fatter.
Yeah, okay.
She does this a lot. She'll be like, she'll say something to us, and then all of a sudden she'll be like, and we'll be like, uh-huh.
Del så hodet fint I 2 deler. Saueøyne kan puste deg spille.
A sheep? We're gonna shear sheep? We're gonna make sausage.
You may have noticed that there's many sheep around.
Yeah.
Well,
Yarn. Make wool. I was so shocked. seriously, who takes us up a mountain, tells us to bond with the sheep, and then all of a sudden Henrietta proceeds to pull out a sheep head? What the fuck?
My reaction was like, because that is a pretty huge adventure.
This is sheephead.
Yeah.
And it's called Smalahove.
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 And we Norwegians, we just love to eat this. And to help you with this, please welcome Geir Løme. Geir is the owner of Smalahove tuna, and he's also an expert on Smalahove making. So he will help you prepare this meal.
Kommer da, skal vi vise en gang.
Yeah, you can go with him. Good luck!
What?
It's just a nostril, you guys.
Not anymore. Whoa.
Skal brenne vekk ullet.
Ska banana kula.
Brenne vekk. Wool. Off.
The hair, we have to shave it.
I gotta say.
Wow. Geir was really rustic, rural Norwegian. He knew very little English, and he was like right down to business, no screwing around.
How many of these do you do a day?
1,000.
Wow.
He had butcher written all over him, just stern, mean face, all about business. I think there's some blood splattered on his shirt. He had no inhibitions about killing.
It's all wool off.
All off.
And you take the...
Oh, you see that?
Of course we do, yeah.
Of course that happens, yeah.
That's cool. Awesome.
What time do we have to be home?
Of course you do. Oh, and then you just split the skull open? Okay.
It just gets better, people.
Okay. Forget about this. Guy just, I mean, he had zero emotions. Like, you dig the head, you roast the head like a marshmallow. Everything he did, I was like, where are we right now? Like, is this happening? Is anybody else, like, responding? Like, he just was so casual about it. Oh, wow.
Looks like a steak. And the brine?
Okay.
Off. Maybe.
Oh my God. Jesus.
When Guy put his finger in the brain and tasted it, at that point I was like, of course you're gonna do that.
And so salting.
Okay.
Salt.
Bravo.
Very bra.
3 dager i salt. 3 days.
3.
Oh, got it.
3 days.
Wow.
Her smalahove. Så lykke til.
Tusen takk.
Go ahead and grab yours, guys. Grab that shit.
Get the stick.
I'll grab the stick.
All right.
He's a little wiggly. I might go for it.
I had a
Wow.
doctor do this once for my niece.
Yep, I don't know that it's gonna.
Do you guys want help?
Yes.
There.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, David.
Friendship and campfires.
Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.
It totally went from kind of this nightmare to it just being all of us like sitting around the campfire just roasting sheep heads. Like, no big deal. Yeah, we do this every day. Yeah, yours looks really good, guys.
Thank you. We've been doing this for years. This was interesting, but it was actually kind of fun. Want me to hold it while you crack it?
Sure.
I mean, I worked in a kill floor of a slaughterhouse with lambs when I was in college to make money for college. So I think that kind of prepared me a little bit. Pull it. Pull it. Oh!
It's alive!
Here, I'm gonna touch it.
right.
I'm gonna be a man.
All right.
No wonder they're so dumb.
There, we're done. 3 days.
Let's eat.
Okay.
Ennå gjenstår flere dager med salting og røyking, men deltakerne får koke noen ferdigrøkte smalehover som de skal ha til middag litt senere.
Plenty of room for all of them.
Hey! How's the dinner getting along?
Splendidly.
Tess, how was it to make smalahove?
Well, I mean, it's very grotesque, but it also is a way for us to be connected to nature in a sense because, I mean, we're using the entire animal. So I think it's very good for us to be able to do this, and it helps us realize where food comes from. But it's pretty gross. Yeah.
All right, the sheep you're now preparing have luckily not only been bred to have their head eaten. It's time for this week's second team competition.
Okay.
I denne konkurransen skal hvert lag sikre seg flest mulig produkter som er laget av sau. På hver side av et tak henger det 10 gjenstander, og 5 av disse er riktige. Velger man en rett gjenstand får man 1 poeng, velger man feil blir det 1 i minus. De rette gjenstandene er pinnekjøtt, kosedyr, truse, BH og saueskinn. Men det er ikke bare å velge. På den andre siden står en deltaker fra motstanderlaget og kan dra i samme gjenstand slik at den forsvinner. Hver duell varer i 3 minutter, og rødt lag har allerede 2 poeng fordi de vant forrige lagkonkurranse. Deltakerne på hvert lag har trukket om rekkefølgen, så ingen vet hvem de møter i duell før konkurransen starter.
I'm a bigger guy. I have no need to prove my power, my masculinity. Give me somebody that I can pick up and put in my pocket and run with. That's what I want.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
It felt good to go up against Q. It felt like he's a friend. I don't know. I just wanted to beat him. It was good.
Klar. Ferdig. Gå!
All of a sudden, I was looking, and it wasn't as obvious as I was maybe thinking some of them were going to be. And I was just I was trying to calculate in my head, okay, so there's 10 of them, 5 of them only right, but 5 of them are wrong, and Q's taking some, and so there's a lot of more things going on in my head, and so my heart just kind of started racing. And then obviously when Q and I had a tug-of-war match for a while, I was like, well, I was not expecting this to be a thing.
I saw the meat, which I just guessed that it would be lamb meat, but I could have been wrong on that one.
Let go of it, Q.
My strategy was to go in and take a look at everything. Oh, no. David must have had a different strategy because a couple of them were flying up in different directions, and all of a sudden I was forced to make decisions so much faster than I had anticipated needing to make them.
I thought I had an advantage, but then she just went crazy and threw herself into that. On the other side, obviously, it was almost a fight to the death. Man, she's heavier than I thought she was.
Because I eat 5 of her waffles every chance I
I really hope that's the right yard.
Mens de andre tar sjansen på å velge flest mulig ting på kortest mulig tid, velger Adam og Jake en helt annen strategi.
No.
Og den går ut på å velge minst mulig.
No.
The pelt looked like it was not sheep because it looked like fur, not like wool. I was trying to pull the pelt to kind of trick Adam. and it didn't work. We were done with our competition in seconds, and then we just waited until the time expired.
I think that's it. That's all I'm gonna take.
Mellom Hannah og Kwan Sakari derimot det kamp til siste sekund.
Oh, shit.
I didn't pick the cheese. I feel pretty confident that that's goat's cheese and not sheep.
No. Nope.
Winning today would be just such a relief going into the 7th week. So yeah, my heart is really racing. I really hope that we do win. Oh, wow. What? Yes.
Look at this.
Wow.
Get to work.
Okay.
Hey. Hi. Wow, the heads you cooked look delicious.
Thank you.
But I'm sure you're eager to find out whether you kept a cold head during the competition or not. All right. This was an extremely close battle. Team Blue, you were better than Team Red. But Team Red, you had the advantage. Only 1 point divides the two teams.
Oh my God.
What is with this?
Oh my God.
When Henrietta said that there's 1 point between Team Red and Team Blue, I think it's safe to say we were all on the edges of our dinner seats.
The winning team is... Team Red.
Guys, you did awesome.
Great job. After hearing the results, it was just like... the fact that one of us four is going home this week is not a good feeling. I really hope that it's not me, and I'm going to fight very, very hard, but I can't imagine losing Jake, losing Hannah, or David.
Now I'm sure you're eager to dig in your dinner, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Here you go. Here you go, cute.
Oh.
More than ever.
Oh, bam.
Oh!
Ooh, that's good.
Good.
Isn't it?
I'm so glad.
Oh yeah. Look, check it out, Jake. This eyeball is fully intact here.
Oh, no.
You guys think I should?
Yes.
Even the weird black parts?
Yes.
Can we stop describing what we're eating and just eat it?
It's like so slimy. There's a pus coming out of it.
Oh!
Eat the eye. Eat the eye. Q ate a nasty ass eyeball from the sheep, but I'm like, yeah, do it, because I'm like, I'm not gonna eat it, so you can do it. But he did it.
Eat the eye.
Oh, you know, it's been built up too much.
Eat the eye. Eat the eye.
Oh, God.
Gå!
Etter pausen må taperlaget vise at de mestrer norske dialekter.
Og eder.
Oh.
Og eder.
Her Norwegian was just like vowels. Didn't sound like any Norwegian I've ever heard.
Før pausen laget norskamerikanerne smalahove. Og de konkurrerte om å få tak i flest sauegjenstander. Det blå laget tapte og skal ut i individuell konkurranse.
After hearing the results, it was just like...
We're gonna be amongst the elements. It looks really cool, Tess. Okay. Whoa! I'm going in for the kill! All right!
The water was frickin' freezing. It was like needles, I don't even know, like scratching at you. So get out, get out, get out.
We did it! We jumped in a fjord. We jumped in a fjord! You guys, we are so Norwegian. I have been waiting to do this since I first stepped foot in Norway, and I feel so exhilarated, refreshed. This was extremely satisfying. It's so nice to just be in the water amongst the elements and having the mountains and the river that flows into the fjord just all around me. It was incredible. I feel really good.
Den individuelle konkurransen står for tur, og med det slutten på eventyret for en av våre venner på det blå laget.
I really do not want to go home, which is so funny because a few weeks ago I was kind of really tired because we were doing some strenuous stuff, and I was really tired, and I thought, okay, I can be done with this. And now at this point, it's like, no way, no way. I'm really have hit my stride, and I want to keep going.
Yeah, it really feels more than ever like I've been in the bottom 3 weeks. But this week feels like truly like an honor to be alongside the three of you.
From this point on, it gets harder and harder because we're over halfway done with this adventure, and you get more and more invested in the adventure, and you also grow closer to those who are left.
I definitely do not want to go home because I love Norway and I want to continue to get in touch with where I came from.
Today, blogg!
Manglende sosial kontakt mellom lokalsamfunn har gitt oss i Norge et enormt dialektmangfold. Det er ingen som vet eksakt hvor mange dialekter vi har her til lands, men det sies at det finnes like mange dialekter som det finnes steder. Og prat dialekt har ikke bestandig vært lik akseptert opp gjennom tida. Men i dag er vi veldig stolt av dialektene våre. De gir oss en sterk følelse av identitet og tilhørighet til samfunnet. I dag er det rett og slett kult å prate dialekt, så lenge man ikke knoter. Og det er nettopp uttale som blir en utfordring for deltakerne, som nå skal ut i en individuell dialektkonkurranse. I konkurransen møter amerikanerne på 5 nordmenn som alle snakker en særegen dialekt.
Og eder. Se på hestkuken. Det blir ikke noe fart uten bart.
Deltakerne må memorere en setning om gangen og si den til konkurransens dommer, professor i nordisk språkvitenskap, Arne Torp. Godkjenner han uttalen får de gå til neste nordmann. Hvis han ikke godkjenner, må de prøve igjen, helt til de klarer det. Den som bruker lengst tid må pakke kofferten og reise hjem til USA.
My Norwegian is kind of getting along. I feel like I'm able to say basic phrases, things like hi, and like nothing more than that, really.
Yeah, I've studied Norwegian for about 3 years, so I hope that is positive in my performance. We'll see.
I'm excited about this competition. I think it'll be really fun, and I just need to be calm, clear, collected, and everything is going to be just great.
Er du klar?
Ja.
Klar, ferdig, gå!
Hei.
Hei.
Og eder.
Og.
Og eder.
Og eder.
Og eder.
The girl at the table was eating chocolate cake. Her Norwegian was just like vowels. Didn't sound like any Norwegian I've ever heard.
Og eder.
One more time.
Og eder.
Takk.
Og eder. Og eder.
Godkjent! Og eder. Godkjent.
Eder. The judge is sort of like oozing out wisdom, just like this very wise man.
Godkjent.
So when I heard him say correct, I was like, oh, awesome, I felt very affirmed.
Og eder.
Ja.
I felt really good about getting the first one right. That kind of gave me a little boost. Going, okay, maybe if they're all this simple, I'll do fine.
Hei.
Hei.
Se på hestkuken.
Se på hestkuken. Se på hestkuken.
Se på hestkuken.
Se på hestkuken. Would you like to ride a horse? Would you like to help me cook horse? Kuchen Would you like to eat some horse? I have horse cookies.
Köpa hästkuken.
Hästkuken.
Hästkuken. Köpa hästkuken. Köpa hästkuken. Köpa hästkuken.
Godkjent.
What? It means look at the horse's dick. No, it doesn't. Really?
Köpa hästkuken.
Köpa hästkuken.
Köpa hästkuken.
Godkjent.
I was thinking like these were very easy. The first two were super simple, and in my mind I was like, when is this gonna get harder? And then it did. Hei.
Hei. Det så ulykkelig at det ikke henger på greip.
Again.
Det så ulykkelig at det ikke henger på greip.
Des også lykke.
Det så ulykkelig
Det også lykke.
at det ikke henger på greip.
Akka ikke håndkleppa.
Hang på gleip.
Greip.
Gleip. Du
Det
shit. The sentence and my feelings about myself at that point were totally in sync. This sucks so badly, no one could possibly believe how badly this sucks.
Det så ulykkelig at det ikke
heng
og gleip.
Heng og greip.
I've studied Norwegian off and on for about 3 years, but I just study bokmål, you know, like the Oslo dialect, you know, because that's the only dialect where there's language resources available, really.
Ulykkelig.
Ulykkelig. Det så du lykkelig.
Det så ulykkelig.
Ulykkelig.
Det så ulykke.
At det
At
ikke henger på.
ikke heng på greip. Det ikke. I slowly started to realize like that time was ticking and I was having a hard time, but every time I thought that I had the first part of the phrase, then she presented the second part of the phrase, and I forgot the first part of the phrase. Now the first part again.
Det så ulykkelig.
Det så ulykke, ikke heng på greip. Heng på greip. Heng. Det så ulykke, ikke at ikke heng på greip. At ikke heng på greip.
Hang på gleip.
På greip.
Hang på gleip. Sounds good to me. Hang på gleip. Hang på gleip. Hang på gleip. At du så lykkelig.
Ikke godkjent.
Hang så greit. Hang så greit.
Akka på linkla, des okta pep tleipt.
Ikke godkjent.
Ja, okay.
Det så ulike at det ikke på greip.
Nei, ikke godkjent.
It was demoralizing to hear no, especially when you feel pretty good about it. One more time, please. I think my momentum was really slowed, and I'm really worried that that's going to send me home.
Det to usla, asha ikke heng på greip.
Nei, ikke godkjent.
In the moment, I tried to refute all negative thoughts. I had to stay positive and work really, really hard to say, Tess, it's okay. We can go back and we can learn this phrase and it's gonna be great.
At så ulike ikke at det ikke hei og greip.
Ikke godkjent.
Det så ulikelig.
Ikke godkjent.
Det så ulikelig at det ikke hank på greip.
Godkjent.
Det så ulykkelig.
At det ikke
heng på greip.
Godkjent.
Ja, freaking A.
Ja, godtatt. Godkjent.
Yay! I made it! I was like, yes!
Hei.
Det blir ikke noe fart uten bart.
One more time.
Det blir ikke
Det blir it.
No fart.
No fart.
Uten. Bart.
But. What's the context of how that used? That's a very no speed without a mustache. Huh. Okay. Det blir it no fart.
Uten bart.
Uten bart. This might be something that has deep meaning for some people in Norway, and who am I to judge their poetry?
Det blir iten fart.
Uten bart. Det blir iten fart.
Uten bart.
Uten bart. Det blir ikke noe fart uten bart. Det blir ikke noe fart uten bart.
Godkjent.
Yay!
Det blir iten fart.
Uten bart.
Uten bart.
Godkjent.
Thank you. My confidence definitely came back after that moment. It felt really good to get that one done quickly so I could head to the last and final station. Hi.
Hei. Nei, så tydelig at dere kom hit.
One more time.
Nei, så tydelig at dere kom hit.
At dere kom hit.
Nei, kulturlig og kort noe hut.
At dere kom hit.
At dere
At dere kom hit.
kom hit.
Nei, kulturlig akt.
Ak dok kom dit.
Hit.
Hit.
Nei, hvor huli.
Nei, hvor tydelig.
Nei, hvor tydelig.
Nei, så deilig. Ak dok kom hit. Okay. Nei, så deilig. Ak dok kom hit.
Godkjent.
Yeah! Okay. Woo! Can I hug you?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, good. I promise I'll work on my Norwegian. It was really bad. Thank you. Tusen takk.
Nei, kulturlig at dere kom hit.
Ja, vær så god.
Nei, hvor tydelig.
At dere kom hit.
Ja, godkjent.
Yay! Yay!
Oh, thank you so much.
Ingen årsak.
Language is hard.
Ja.
Hi, everybody. You've all come a long way in Alt for Norge, but very soon one of you will have to leave the competition. Hannah, how was this challenge?
There were moments where I felt really, really good, and there were moments where I made Norwegian sound like every other language other than Norwegian.
Yeah.
It's important to not go home today. I think going to Choflat made this experience much more personal, and so it feels more personal today.
Norway is a country where the dialects have an exceptionally high status. It's therefore of vital importance being able to understand the different dialects if you want to communicate with all Norwegians.
It would be really disappointing to get sent home today, because this is about the language, which the people and the language are the same. You know, your language is defined by the people.
One of you totally outdid the rest and used half of the amount of time as the others. The first person to be safe is... Jake. Congratulations.
There was no surprise.
I don't know how to feel right now. It gets harder every week. I don't feel victorious. At the end, when the results are being called, you're standing next to someone who's going home. It's tough.
Hannah. Hannah, you have to go and join the others. Congratulations, you're safe. David and Tess, now it's between the two of you. Only 39 seconds separated the two of you. The one who will have to leave Alt for Norge today is... Tess. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. Good job. Good job. It's okay.
I was not happy to see Tess leave. I mean, she is one of the most brilliant, unusual, diverse individuals you'll ever meet. And she was so gracious when she departed. It made me cry.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy for all of you. I'm so happy for all of you. You guys are gonna have so much fun. And
we have had so much fun.
Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be good. You guys are gonna be, it's gonna be good. Good job, everyone. I feel really sad. I'm upset to be leaving Norway, but I feel okay. I feel like I am happy that I had this opportunity and that I got to get so much closer to my family roots. And I mean, it's a sorrow to have to leave, but I can't deny the fact that I'm so grateful.
Som de andre deltakerne som må reise hjem, får også Tess en slektsbok med informasjon om sin norske familie. Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, bye.
Oh, that's so cute. My family tree. Aw. That's so cool. Your great-great-grandfather Lars's brother Arnold Simonsen Rorholt and his wife Carrie Larsdatter. They are the great-great-grandparents of Bjorn Arne Rorholt, one of your Norwegian relatives and contact person. Oh, Bjorn. Your Norwegian family would love to hear from you. That's so sweet. I love that. It feels really awesome to have this book, to have all of this information. Yay. Being in Norway, like a true Viking, we fought for the things that we were passionate about. And I felt like I fought really hard for what I really, really love and want to hold on to. And I'm never gonna stop doing that. I love these cute little kitten prints here. This trip has changed me. Beauty heals us. And if anything, being able to be surrounded by mountains and fjords, I think that that has added depth to my spirit.
I propose a raspberry and rhubarb soda toast to the Tess.
Yes, to Tess.
To Tess.
School. School.
Hey guys.
Oh.
Hi, how's it going?
Calming down.
Yeah, it's always sad to see someone leave, but I think you should be proud of yourselves.
Yep.
And Jake and everybody, it's time for the Norwegian Spirit Award. And this week, the award goes to someone who is quirky and weird in a very, very good way. This person makes everyone laugh. And this week, this person tried out the most local of the local traditions. This person was eating an eye straight out of a fresh sheep head, or smalahove, as we say in Norwegian. So, cute. You really deserve the Spirit Award. You always take on every challenge, every new challenge with a big smile. And with this troll around your neck, you'll be safe from elimination.
You really think I'm weird?
Well, I said in a very, very good way.
I'm actually deeply honored that I got the Spirit Award this week. You know, it does mean a lot to me. You know, I feel like people want me here. I've always longed to have a bigger part of my Norwegian heritage closer to me, and this has all really like brought me closer to that. So it does feel great.
Neste uke drar våre amerikanske venner til sjøs.
Watch your heads!
Man, they were like serious. I felt like I was at a football practice. They're like, faster, faster, faster.
Go, 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 go.
Great job, guys. The closer that we get to the finals, I just have to keep holding on to the dream of meeting my family here in Norway. It makes it really important to win today.